Very important, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I got to ask you, man. What do you think about God? What is your theory on that?
Whoa.
You believe in
Who's
God?
God? Do you know him?
No, I don't.
I don't know him
Isn't he
either.
omnipresent? He's like everything.
I definitely am open to all sorts of possibilities post life.
Yep.
I don't think that I have any sort of lock on what happens that I haven't experienced. So for me to say that there's no God or that there isn't some omnipresent entity or energy or something that is the guiding force of the universe, that would be ridiculous. What do I know? I mean, I think human beings, we are in some sort of strange state of development where we're aware of our own existence, we're aware of life, we're aware of certain rules that the universe seems to follow, where the universe seems to be, everything seems to be constantly in motion and changing. Mm-hmm. You know, whether it is the orbit of planets, whether it is the biological life on planets, whether it's the life of stars. Things have a life, and they come and they go, and then even the galaxies themselves. Every galaxy, in the center of every galaxy, is a supermassive black hole that's 0.1% of the entire mass of the galaxy. And that supermassive black hole is sucking that galaxy into its fucking center, into the event horizon. When you see these spiral galaxies, at the center of those spiral galaxies is a black hole that's absorbing all the matter, slowly but surely, of that galaxy. And no one knows what is going on in that black hole. They don't understand what it is. They have theories, but one of the theories of black holes is that inside every black hole is potentially a whole nother universe. So there's hundreds of billions of galaxies. Each galaxy has a supermassive black hole in the center of it, and inside each one of those galaxies may be hundreds of millions of other galaxies, hundreds of millions of other universes. So the idea that anybody could sit here and tell you, there's no God, man. I know there's no God. I think it's incredibly arrogant when people say there is no God. Yeah. What I think is that religion clearly shows the hand of man. It clearly shows the manipulation of other human beings where they have taken some universal rules, like there's some universal golden rules. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Understanding that loving each other, brothers and sisters and friends and community, has massive benefits, and you feel connected to each other, and it is the right way to be. There's a benefit to that. We all feel it. We know it. The love that you have for your children, like I know the love that I have for my children, or the love that I have for my wife or my friends, or people that are close to me. When I see there's a beauty in that it's magical. Yeah. And I don't know if that beauty and that magic is it's to enforce a sense of community so that we can continue to breed, so that we're rewarded. These natural reward systems, so that we can continue to foster life and that we can continue to evolve and grow. I don't know what it is, but I know that the best things in life they're connected to love. And I would think that if there's any guiding force, any beautiful force of the universe, it is that love. And even the love of the beauty of the universe itself. There's a love that I get when, like last night, I went out on my porch and I smoked a little doob and I looked up at the stars and I fell in love with the stars, man. Yeah. I feel love when I look out into the universe. I mean, I think that's one of my favorite things to do is look at stars. Just look up and go, fuck.
Dude, I'm the big same way, dude. That's funny. I'm always looking up at the moon like, man, it's full moon tonight. Look at the stars.
Look at that crazy thing floating in the sky. Yeah. 1/4 the size of the earth, and it's just floating up there.
Especially when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Like it's out in the woods and you look up and it's just pure dark. And you're just like, man, look at that, dude.
Man.
That's sick.
When I was a kid, I went, I was in camp once, a Boy Scout camp in New Hampshire. I was living in Boston. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
For a little while to these fucking kids. I went to Boy Scout camp with criminals, man. These fucking kids. I lived in Jamaica Plain, which is kind of a sketchy. It's gentrified now, but in in the late 1970s, it was kind of sketchy.
Where's it at?
Jamaica Plain is a suburb of Boston.
Oh, Boston.
And it was just not a good neighborhood. We didn't have any money, but the kids that I went to Boy Scout camp with, they would like take other kids and fucking tie them up and leave them in the woods and shit. It was like,
that's crazy.
It was, yeah, you had like, it was so sketchy, but they gave us rifles too, man. We have 22s and bows and arrows. So we're out there and it was not that organized. It was weird. I remember I was out there, we were doing something and I heard, and I go, what is that? And the guy goes, it was a ricochet. I go, a ricochet? Like as in a bullet?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, someone hit a rock and it ricocheted. I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah,
and I from the rest of the time I was there for 2 weeks, I just went fishing. I just abandoned everybody and went fishing.
Yeah,
they didn't even know I was gone. Like I could have drowned out there. No one would have cared. But I remember going outside and for the first time in my life being in a place where there was no lights. There was no city. There was nothing. We're just in the woods. And you look up and just be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, look at all those stars. Like, those are out there all the time? Yeah. Like, how come I don't see them all the time?
Yeah. No, I mean, kids these days probably don't even see them at all. With iPads, everything that's going on.
Have you been to, I know, they don't even bother. Have you been to the Big Island?
Nope.
Dude, there's an observatory at the top of Mauna Loa? The Keck Observatory in the Big Island. And the way the Big Island is set up, they have special diffused lighting so that the street lights don't provide light pollution.
Yeah.
So you can see everything and you go through the clouds and dude, it looks like that.
Oh,
when you're up there, I think it's like I want to say like 13,000 feet above sea level, but when you look up at the sky, dude, you see the Milky Way, like the full Milky Way. It's incredible. Like, see if you can find it. Just go do Google images from the Keck Observatory because maybe that's a good one. Yeah, that's what what it looks like, dude. You sit up there and you look up and you like what? Like, if you're gonna go there, you gotta go when it's no moon. Because I went the last time I went, we fucked up and it was a full moon. It was still beautiful, but it was a full moon and you just don't see as many stars.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can get up there, and you don't have to go to the very top, you go to, there's like a visitor center. That's all you need to do. They have some telescopes, but you don't even want to look at the telescope. Just look up, man.
Yeah, yeah, just look up and enjoy it.
It's amazing. It's
sick.
I really feel like there's something going on with people today. And one of the things with the arrogance of human beings and the ridiculous way we behave, I think part of it is connected to the fact that we don't see space anymore. I think space is so humbling, and I think it's psychedelic. When I don't even have to I don't have to smoke pot, I don't have to do anything. When I go to Hawaii and I look up, I get high. I feel like it puts me in perspective. It lets me know, like, you're in a magical place. You're on this strange circular spaceship that's hurling through infinity, and above you is an infinite number of giant explosions, huge fireballs in the sky that are just floating there. No one knows why. Yeah. So that's what I think about God.
That is,
you know, I just think a lot of people, they use religion and God as a scaffolding to try to be a good person and to try to have rules and to try to have structure in their life and to try to give themselves something to look forward to, which I think is a good thing. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good things that religion provides people. Yeah. But I also think it provides people with a lot of excuses to be shitty to people, a lot of hate, a lot of, especially ancient religions that suppress women or suppress gay people or suppress people's rights in any way, shape, or form based on this idea that, it's ancient scripture tells them they're not supposed to do certain things. Yep. I think that's all ridiculous. But I think that's not really God. That's the hand of man. So the problem with even the term God is that it's kind of been co-opted by religion, which has definitely been co-opted by man. You can learn a lot from ancient religious texts and ancient knowledge that people knew. They figured things out a long time ago, and they were trying to figure out a way to pass that down onto other people. Yeah. But the problem is in the translation, like none of the ancient religions were ever written in English. None of them. No. They were written in all sorts of different, like the Bible. Here's a perfect example. The original Bible was written in ancient Hebrew. Well, actually, Aramaic, if you go to the Dead Sea Scrolls, are in Aramaic. And the Dead Sea Scrolls contain a lot of the stories that are in the ancient Bibles, and it's really convoluted, the translation between Aramaic to Latin to Greek to back to English. It's like you lose a lot. And then in ancient Hebrew, and in ancient Hebrew also, the words double as numbers. Letters double as numbers. Like there's no numbers in ancient Hebrew. It's like the letter A is also the number 1.
Yep.
So words also have numerical value. Like the word God and the word love, they have the same numerical value. Because the numbers in the letters, like it means something.
Yeah.
It's not like you can say, go fuck yourself. Like it's not like just a phonetic language.
Yeah.
It's a language that also has mathematics incorporated to it. And that meant something. It was a part of, so when you take these ancient Hebrew sentences and you translate them to English, and you don't just translate them to English, you translate them to Latin, you translate them to Greek, and then you translate them to English. A lot's lost in the process.
Yeah.
But I think these people were trying to figure some things out about life, and I think we could probably learn something from them. But for sure, a lot of it was people manipulating the other people around them and saying, God says this, you have to do that, or you will die in a fiery fucking pit in the middle of the earth.
Or we'll just decapitate your ass.
Yeah, so there was a lot of horse shit involved in religion. So it's not all bad, it's not all good, but it's interesting.
Yeah. Yin and yang.
There's a lot going on, Jeremy Stevens.
There is, dude. There's so much
crazy
going on.
life, brother.
Yeah, right.
So back to you and your career, because we're going to wrap this up soon.